Happy Saturday. We are so excited. Well, I guess I was kind of excited in the beginning, but then I realized that I now crave something that's right behind our back of our office. We're here this morning at Tecumseh Bread Pastry with Arlo.
Hi there.
And we have a brand new location and we're open.
We do, yeah. 2 years later, I have my own location at 115 South Evans Street, across from Evans Street Station, behind Lenawee. And then next to Muck's Brewing Pub. So, good little central location for us. We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 5:50 in the morning until 1. So I like to say that I'm open before 6. So when the first products start coming out, the door's open.
What time do you actually start baking?
This week I've been here at about 1 a.m.
So do you actually sleep?
I sleep. This week's a bad week to miss that. I've been leaving at about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, but I love what I do, so I'm okay with that right now. And I know it'll change after opening week in Appalumpkin. It'll kind of calm back down again.
And then we'll be into Thanksgiving and Christmas,
and then,
so I'm not sure really what you're thinking.
Yeah, I get a 2-week period where there's just nothing happening.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly, I stopped in the other morning and got some treats to take into the office, and they were so good. And so I pick out 3, and I'm like, so what flavor do you want? And the first one gone was the one I wanted. And then the second one gone, I was like, I don't care. It was still really good, and I got the third of the 3, so it was awesome. So how long have you been in business? I know I was at the market on Evans last week, and they really do miss you, by the way. They're proud. They're really proud and excited for you, but they do miss you. So
I want to say that was an excellent spot, and I love the shed idea, what's going on. I would love to see more businesses try that out because it's a great little stepping stone.
Right.
For us, it was a little bit too small for our customer base, but I'm really glad I had that opportunity. So we started about 2 years ago this month, actually. My wife and I bought our home in Tecumseh to open up the bakery. And it was
because you're originally like a 3 dudes.
Yep, we were at 3
Dudes
and dinner.
Yeah.
Yep, they like a week later after we bought our home, they found out about us, and Chris Wonke and Corey kind of opened their arms to us and said, if you want a place to do it, this is it. So we were operating from about midnight until noon, 6 days a week there. We were doing 12 different restaurants in the area, including Brewing Company. They were one of our biggest customers. We had that for about 1.5 years, and then we just struggled to find our own place, and so I built a licensed bakery on my homestead in town, and then this came available, and, well, here we are now.
At least your house probably smells a little different, or do you bake when you're even home
still? I still bake at home. I can't step away from it. I have a wood-fired oven, and I just... either in the home kitchen or outside. I just like baking.
That's
it's
awesome.
My life.
So how did you get into this?
About 11 years ago, I was into the nursing program back at MSU, and I
green, go white.
Yeah, yep. And
it's homecoming, by the way, as far as this is broadcasting. Yep. So yeah.
I just wasn't that into it. It wasn't fulfilling me the way I wanted to. I was also I was working at a cancer center and orthopedic, and so every day I came home and I felt really like heavy with the days, and I was just baking bread, and the lady I was with at the time said, you should really just do something you like doing. And I was like, you know what? I will, kind of in a young 20s snarky way. But I quit my job right then and there, and I changed my majors, and I started at a bakery about 3 days later. And it was the night shift, and I just remember the first day. I don't even really remember. I just remember riding home on my bike with a loaf of bread that I baked. Yeah, it was like because I was so tired. But since then, it just kind of traveled around the U.S. and have been baking since then for a living.
So I kind of have to ask, like, do you have a favorite item?
That
you make?
Yeah. Goodness gracious.
I mean, all of these look fabulous.
I really like the raisin walnut sourdough. It's nice, it's dense, it's hearty. I like to just cut off a piece and eat it the way it is. But, I mean, with Boulevard Market cream cheese when he has that, it's an excellent treat. So.
Ed loves your sourdough, so the
Perfect.
photographer loves your sourdough. We always like to ask, if there was one piece of advice you could give to someone who is thinking about going out on their own, taking this leap of faith, as we call it when we went out on our own, what would that one piece of advice be?
You know, in this industry, I think it's really important for people before they open their own place, because restaurants have a big turnover and fail rate, to go out there and work in the industry for at least a full year. Understand the hours, the time, the commitment. The biggest thing is personalities, who you're working with. Just getting that under your belt before just opening a place and not understanding the full production side. Like, we operate in a very, very small location, but we churn out 35,000 pounds worth of flour product in a year. And so it's all about how you organize and how you can see through from start to finish. And that's the biggest thing for me, is just I want to see people succeed, and it's a bummer when it just wasn't well executed. So I
Right.
think it's really go out there. I personally went to so many different places and saw what I liked and what I didn't like and what I would make my business in the end. And I think that's really important.
That's awesome. Well, we really are excited for you. I mean, it smells fabulous in here. So we're going off first thing Saturday morning. So I encourage you to come on downtown. They're located right across from Evans Street, or right next to Muck's in the back parking lot there. And they're open 5:50 to 1 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday.
Yep.
So come out and support our newly open business. We just opened when?
Wednesday.
The doors open Wednesday. So come see us at Tecumseh Bread and Pastry. Make it a great Saturday, and go green, go white.
Thank you.